Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at one very important question. Is God created human being? Is man created God? Is the question there from time immemorial. Lot of discussions happened in the name of who has created whom. And we wanted to find out the fact of it, the truth of it, the depth of the question. Seems to be very simple, but it is being mystery for time immemorial. So which we all wanted to know, but there is no perfect answer. If we go by what we see, it seems man created God. But what is the fact of it? It's a very mysterious question. Let us look into the question first of all. If we really observe very closely, very deeply, what is the origin of this question? Why do we ask this question? Who is asking this question? We are asking this question. We, the human beings, are asking this question. Is really God made us? This is a very old question, not answered in any perfect manner. It requires a lot of insight, a lot of observation. If you look at the birth of the question, the origin of the question, who is asking this question? The man who is having trouble, who is in sorrow, who is in trouble. He is the one asking this question. See, if a man is very happy, joyful, in a blissful state, is that person asked this question? To make us understand, when we are happy, though there are very short moments of time, short moments in our life, we may be happy now and then. But during that time, can we ask this question? No. This question is asked by the people when they are in doldrums, when they are in trouble, when they are in sorrow, when they are facing problems. So the origin of the question is the trouble, the sorrow. Imagine there is no trouble. We all are happy campers. Think about it. We have to imagine here, because which is not the reality. If we are with no problems, are we going to ask this question honestly? No, we will not ask this question, because we will be busy with having fun. We will be busy with being happy. This question comes, man is in terrible sorrow. Yes? Now the next question is, why? Why is he asking at the time? Because he thinks God has created him. That is the problem. He thinks, underline, I am not saying who has created what, that comes later. And from there it hallucinates, it takes to unlimited boundaries of the imagination, comes all kinds of false theory into the place. In the very first place, please pay attention to this question. If you can answer this question, you have the answer for that. I would say that question itself is a wrong question. What is it? Is God created man or man created God? That question itself fundamentally a wrong question. Why? Because that question is being asked by a man who is in trouble, who is in sorrow. Then what is wrong in asking that question? The question itself is wrong. Then what is the right question? The right question should be, why I live in this state of sorrow? Why I am leading the petty life, miserable life, meaningless life? Then he can get the answer. So the question itself is a very wrong question. Who has created what? Of course, we are not ignoring this question. We will take up this question in depth in the next episode, which will throw a great light on all the religions and all the beliefs and everything. Then it takes us to the truth. That is only the way man can come upon truth. You see the absurdity in the question? The question is sprouting from the land of sorrow. The question itself is wrong. If you don't have sorrow, you will not have the question. Then what should be the question? In the imagination of God has created, why he has created, is he created, all that's a wrong direction. Wrong question. Then the right question, the sensible question is, why am I living the way I am living, which is sorrowful, a terrible life? With that right question, there is a probability to get to the right answer, which is the solution. Then what do we think? Why are we having sorrow? Why a man living in terrible life, in a confused state of life, a miserable life? Is it because of karma? That is the easiest way of telling. No brainer. When you say karma, it is a kind of escaping from the current situation. So when you accept this is because of karma, there is nothing you can do about it. Right? Is that a solution? Or is it an escape from the fact, because you don't need the solution for the fact, which is sorrow? Just because I don't know the reason why I am not happy, why I am living in a terrible, petty, sorrowful life, this is what generally our mind does. When mind cannot identify the real solution for a problem, it invents, it creates a philosophy, a thought process. And it says, it is your karma. We are not arguing whether the karma is there or not. That is not the point here. But the answer, the karma, is not the solution for this problem. On top of it, the answer, the karma, is making you to go through the terrible life, which is not at all sensible, which is not an intelligent way of living. But look at it. If you really pay attention, why are we being sorrow? Not because of God. The answer, karma, is not the solution for our sorrow. Please pay attention. Don't carried away by some illusions, some concepts or anything. Be specific to what we are discussing. The problem is sorrow. And we are trying to find out solution in the name of God, in the name of karma, some concept. Both are not the solutions for human problem. Because both is unable to resolve human problems. Again, I am reminding you, We are not talking about the God. We are not talking about the karma concept. We are trying to find out the cause for a human problem. Because of this situation, we kind of invented some questions to escape. This is the game our immense capacity of brain, if not employed in right direction, creates these hallucinations, these traps. These all are the traps where you can escape from reality, not from the problem. Problem is still there. Why mind creates these traps? To escape, because mind only can function when it finds a kind of security. Not knowing is a terrible shock to the mind. You follow? Not knowing answer is a terrible shock to mind. Mind cannot function at all. This is the nature of the mind. For this you need a great attention, great observation. You need a lot of energies to do this. So, mind has to function. Mind has immense capacity. Because the immense capacity of mind is not directed properly, yet it has to live in comfort, which is security. It finds the false security in creating concepts. It is very obvious. Anybody can really find out this fact. This is what is happening. We are not telling a story. We are not telling an ideal. We are not telling some kind of concept. If anybody observes this with their brain, can easily see this. This is the drama. This is the game that we are playing. From this, now the mind is becoming cunning. Why cunning? Because it is trying to escape. But escape is not a solution for the problem. That is the reason mankind still is living in problem. Out of that escape, one question is, who has created what? But even though you know who has created whom, is that is going to be a solution for your trouble? No. Then why mind is putting that question? Try to blame the other. This is all the networks of the mind for escape. For anybody to see this reality, they need immense, all the energies to pay terrible attention, complete attention, not even 1% of the dissipation of the energies, because you will be carried away by that 1% of dissipation of your energies. It requires tremendous attention, tremendous focus, observation, not the analysis. Analysis is always danger. That's a different subject. When we get to that, we can discuss. So now we all can see the reality of it. The question itself is an absurd question, childish question. That is trying to create an escape, asking that question. Because the root cause of that question is man is in terrible sorrow. He wanted to know the root cause of the sorrow. Instead of finding the root cause of the sorrow, he is trying to find out the questions where he can escape and throw the responsibility or the cause on something else, so that mind can calm down instantaneously, though it is a false security. Why false security? Because still you are in trouble. So the question should be, why I am in trouble? And God creating the world is a separate question that we will deal in our next coming episode. Hope this gives some idea, food for thought in the right direction. Thank you very much. Bye now.